Good evening, it's Doug from Vermont Hoyas, and welcome to a visit with myself and Hoya leticiae. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's Leticiae, and this Hoya has only been named since 2015. It was found in Nakar, Quezon, Philippines, and it was named after leticiae Afuang, who is a curator of the herbarium at the University of Philippines. And it's a lovely little Hoya that belongs in the Acanthostema section of Hoyas, the same one as DS70. This is a plant that I had a considerable amount of trouble growing, so I'm really glad I finally got it growing well enough to flower, and it's budding up on several panicles now. I'm going to turn this camera on its side now so you can fully appreciate the plant. I'm pretty happy to have a plant that looks that fine now, because believe me, I struggled with this for at least 3 years, and when I finally got it growing, it grew fairly rapidly. It's growing in my regular mix. I used a series of net pots, and once again I think that made the difference for me. We'll take a look at its little butterscotch scented flower, very similar to DS70. The leaves are quite different though. There's prominent mid-vein and little veins coming off from it. The new leaves come in bright red, as you can see there. That's quite attractive. Grown in my warm, humid grow tent. And I really don't have much more to say about it, except it's a fine little Hoya that I'm glad that I finally got the flower and also grow properly for me. So hi, I'm back with Hoya leticiae. This video segment has been shot about 9 months after the first one that I showed you. This plant has been transplanted. I took numerous cuttings of this plant last summer and sold them, and the plant that remained continued to grow, and the leaves get spectacular coloration. It probably won't show up in this video, but they get dark reddish purple in good light. This plant also is a flowering machine. Once it starts flowering, literally it has flowered hundreds and hundreds of flowers in these past few months. It gets so many panicles that it's ridiculous. After a while it'll stop growing foliage and leaves, and then all it puts out is panicles and flowers. But it really makes it quite an attractive plant. I tried this plant in a regular house, but it didn't perform that well. It's a plant that does well with warmth and humidity, so I can't really recommend it for the regular cold house in the winter time, because it won't do that well. But give it some warmth and humidity, and this plant makes a spectacular specimen. Well, that's my little update on Hoya leticiae, which is probably pronounced completely incorrectly, but it's the best I can do right now. And I'll be back really soon with more great Hoyas and Hoya growing tips. Thanks again for watching.